Hey everyone, how are you? My name is Vanessa Codorniu. I'm here to support you to connect to the power of your soul, your incredible intuition, so you could break through fears, mindsets, paradigms, and really connect to your soul gifts, share them with the world. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that space before you get to do what you want. What do I mean by that? We know when we have a calling, we feel it, we know it, whether it hits us when we're born or when we're 5 years old. There's something that speaks to us deeply, our soul, our spirit, our inner voice, whatever you may want to call it. And we know that it's there. And we also know when we're not living into it. We know when we're not showing up for it. Now, what happens, and I found, this happened to me as well. I would watch from afar, although when I first started, there weren't a lot of people doing anything of what I'm doing, right? So it was interesting. But I would watch from afar people that I knew somehow could help me. I would watch them. I would learn from them from, their articles, because it wasn't videos. It wasn't like I could literally watch them. And I used to watch these people, and I knew that if I hired them, I knew that if I worked with them, I knew if I took classes with them, that my life would change. And deep down, I was afraid of that. Because something I always say, that we all want our lives to change in the ways that we want them to change. The thing is, when we're going to be spiritual teachers or healers or coaches, or when we're going to take a huge leap and step into our calling, we need to release that grip of I want it to change the way I want it to change and be like this, and surrender to what spirit soul has in mind, which may not be what ego has in mind. So I used to hold back from working with these people because I knew that something inside of me. Now, as I built my business and I started showing up in community, I was doing circles for like 18 years for free before I charged, right? 16, 17 years for free before I charged. And even when I did charge, it was really a low fee. But I still kept staying away. I did trainings, I did certifications, but I didn't work with a coach. Until one day, there I was in my full-time job with a part-time business that brought in almost $50,000. And I was just like, I can't do this anymore. I need to have support and guidance to take me to the next level. And I only know what I know. I may be psychic, I may be intuitive, but I don't know techniques about the online world. And that's where I signed up. I basically prayed. I said, God, universe, goddess, great spirit, help me out, help a sister out, and send me the right person. Boom, an email came into my inbox. I called her and I was like, girl, I want what you got, because I'd seen her grow in so little time. And I signed up for a $15,000 program. I went to 3 different retreats. I met 16 different entrepreneur women. And in that year, things hit the fan where I let go of my business, let go of a relationship, had a car accident, had surgery, and then I created my business. So all this to say that if you're watching people, if you're watching people on video, on audio, if you're buying their books, but you're holding back from working with them, please search in your heart and in your soul, because you really might just be really scared of change. Because a part of you that feels that great call knows that you're going to be able to do it. Now, everybody does it differently. Some people do it by speaking in public. Some people do it by having radio shows. Some people do it by writing books. Some people really shine their light in community. And other people have full-time businesses. We're not all meant to be light workers and spiritual workers or healers all in the same way. So when I say that you don't have this calling just because of willy-nilly imagination, you have a calling because you're meant to serve in some space, in some place in this world. Now, if you've been watching someone and you feel like they're speaking to your heart and your soul, take the next step. Make that phone call, whether it's with me, whether it's with someone else. Don't continue to hold back. You're only prolonging. You're prolonging the process. I'm so glad now that when I feel called to work with somebody, I reach out, I call, I book the session. I've been working with a healer now for 2 months every week that has been holding space for me as I deal with very heavy-duty things that I cannot share yet. And so I invite you, if you truly are serious about getting clear, about releasing stuff, about moving towards what you're really wanting, and somebody really clicks with you and you're watching them and you read them or you hear them and you're like, I have to work with this person someday, let the someday be now. Reach out, make the investment. I know that I did, and I know that every time that I made the investment, it just took me to another level. So I'm sending you all so much love, and just remember that fear and resistance comes in a lot of forms. Get into your spirit, click into it. In the spirit form, I don't have time, can't afford it, all those things fall away, because sometimes when we say yes to something, we turn around and money comes for it and for more. So sending you all so much love, and just really click into that resistance. Allow it to flow through you, and then pay attention to it. Be like, a resistance, what are you truly afraid of? Fears, what are you afraid of? What are you protecting me from? And allow yourself to feel, what would it feel like if you were actually, you know, stepping into your calling fully, if you were doing the work that your heart desires? And then just reach out to me if you want to talk to me, if I'm one of those people. If not, that's fine. But go into my profile. There's a chat with Vanessa. Fill that out. We'll send you information and we can connect. Sending you all so much love. I hope that this is served. Bye-bye.